Okay, Jack, this is your third performance point review looking primarily at the problem solving, planning and production, and practical skills part of your blog. So if you were to take a look at the grading matrix here, you've seen this one, you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
Where do you think your problem solving skills, where do you think the evidence and demonstration of that is on your blog at the moment?
If I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think there's enough there for it to have an ass yet.
Okay, so probably insufficient exploration of
Yeah.
ideas and problems so far. Okay. Um, and what about for your planning and production? So remember, this is two stages now. Planning, coming up with the
Mhm.
ideas, and implementing them is the second part, the production. Have you? What about what's on your blog right now? What documentation and evidence do you have for planning and production here then?
I do feel like I've got like a decent bit. Probably the effective evidence of effective planning, the second one.
So a pass, you think?
Yeah.
You're working at a pass level there. And your practical skills then? So, sorry, it's split here then. So currently the evidence of your practical skills, it ties into the production section here of the planning. Uh, but what do you think in terms of pure practical skills and your demonstration of your knowledge so far?
I have explained some things, and I've got a couple video. Well, I've got a video on there right
So
now.
there's evidence of the fact. Are you finished then? Your production work is in a.
I just need to finish the texturing, but I want to focus on the
Okay, so
website first.
there is still more practical work to record. Okay, so this section's going to be incomplete if you haven't finished that section
Yeah.
anyway, so there's more work to go on here. Right then, so for problem solving then, if you think you're at insufficient, what I'm looking for here then, so this word here, sufficient exploration of alternative ideas. I
Mhm.
need to see you trying different ways of working, not just coming at your production technique in one way and sticking with it whether it works or not. So do you think you have any examples of problem solving that you can put into your blog?
The stacking of UV maps in Blender, because I did that and then it just broke.
So this was trying to what increase your texture space to get more detail.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's an example of problem solving. And you say it broke, it didn't work.
Yeah, the
So
text, the bake just didn't work.
did you do much exploration around the idea? Did you look how to do it online, or did you just try and like have a fly at it yourself?
Uh, I remember when you told me about it. I remembered most of it, but I think I forgot some of
Right.
like the
Okay.
key details at the end.
Right. So what would get you out to the pass here then is this idea of using established approaches. If you looked into um, some, if you did some quick research into UV unwrapping, how to assign multiple material sets, how to increase your texture density to get more detail onto your models, that would demonstrate that you were looking into these established approaches and industry approaches. I mean, if you manage to get it up and running, that's actually quite a good demonstration then that you are able to solve a problem rather than simply explore the alternative problems here then. But yeah, that should be a relatively quick fix for you then. Have a look around, find some guides and information, and try and have another go at that to see if you can get that one working. We've got some time today, so hopefully you can get that in here.
Yeah.
Okay, planning and production then. You think you are currently at effective evidence of planning. So what I'm going to be looking here then is that you took your research, you came up with an idea of how to proceed, had a couple of different ideas and chose one over the others, and that these plans ended up allowing you to satisfactorily complete your tasks. Um, Practical skills, then you think it's incomplete. You haven't finished the section yet then. So let's take a look at that and see where we're at. So your pitch represents the very start of the ideation and planning stages of the project here then.
Yeah.
So we had a general overview here. We had your inspiration, issues and debates, and resources and time scale. You plan to use Trello. Did you create a Trello board?
Yes.
Okay,
I
well,
think it should be
we'll come to
just
that in
under
a second.
this.
And then you have your initial feedback here. Then, so these feedback sessions are usually to go onto the evaluation part
Yeah.
of your blog, because this is an opportunity for you to reflect and evaluate on your work. Um, So this is your immediate feedback, and then we start working on your Trello board timeline.
Yeah.
This is a very short, small Trello board here. Have you added to this or changed it over time? Good. Okay. So this is the initial one. You start to block out and get the shapes. I can see how your inspiration comes through here then. So what would be really nice is to not make me hunt for it. I've
Yeah.
grabbed this image here, which seems to be your main inspiration, um, and put it in here next to this block out, like as an illustrator. This is what you are working towards.
Yeah.
If it was, make that doubly clear here then just make it really nice obvious. Remember, you're graded this year on your presentation ability, effective communication, so just don't leave me guessing.
Yeah.
If you had reference images, include them here in your block out. um Pipes, yeah, see, you've done it here. It's just a much nicer and more complete section here then.
Yeah.
And then we have a nice time lapse here. Good work. Always like to see these because they allow you to show off a variety of tools and skills. The back of the airship had issues. So this is an opportunity for that problem solving.
Yeah.
Great. So we do have some illustrations of problem solving here. That's really handy. Did you have to do any research to work out how to do this, or was this just a case of you working it out and exploring this problem on your own?
Yeah, I just thought about it.
Okay.
It seemed to work.
And then we hit formative feedback 1. So this would have been for your research section.
Yeah.
Changes of ideas, making it more bug-like.
Yeah.
Okay, what I want to know here, if we're looking at your so as part of your research, we're looking for the development of ideas, and a large part of a repeating example throughout all of the, especially at sort of merit level and higher, is justification for your ideas. So when you say you'd like to change your idea, can you tell me more why?
Yeah.
And also, this looks like an
yeah, no, it is.
unfinished
Yeah.
sentence here. Okay, so we need to finish that section off here then. And I need to know more of the justification for why. What were your reasons for doing it this way? And were there any other options for you? And then formative feedback 2. And with no further information here than the production. And so your production blog is really, you did say this is what you wanted to work on this week, then this is really incomplete at the moment. So we have a very small example of problem solving only at one part of the blog. So I do think you're right. You're at insufficient levels here then. You haven't expanded or shown your Trello board again. So we're at an insufficient demonstration of planning. Although you do show white boxing and blocking out of the model. So maybe that will be enough. I suspect that without any evidence of you planning out the rest of your time and your production, it would be insufficient on its own. Practical skills, limited range of processes. So far, all you've shown is a little bit of poly modeling. And these are all primarily cylinders. And here you've only got the video and one sort of screenshot here talking about scaling and extruding rather than any more complicated features. Like, did you use a reference image in Max? Were you any particular scale you would just hacking away at this problem here then? So what I'm looking for is more complex and professional approach to these things, and if they're not there, then I need you to be showing me more of the process that you used in detail. You have started texturing, you have started UV unwrapping, so we need to have sections here on what did you do next. You had all of your silhouette work for this. Is that in the research section, or is that to go into
it needs to go in.
Great, because that's planning as well. So once you've got the silhouette work, once you've got your research influences, once you've got your white box block out, and then you start working on the model, now we're starting to see sufficient evidence of planning, especially if we combine that with a more expanded Trello board. Then you're actually looking in quite a good place for the planning. For the actual production here, then you've just got very, very little evidence of your production skills. You're showing me you know how to create cylinders, which is a default primitive. And then we have nice time lapse showing the majority of the construction here then, so you are doing a good amount of poly modeling on this, and then one screenshot here then. Do you build the tail in this video, or is
No,
this yeah, so again, this is a completely different series of shapes. It's an organic modeling process instead of a hard surface modeling process. You built a series of planks and things as well, I believe, to go on the inside.
yeah,
Where's all the evidence for that?
that's what I need to do as
Right.
well.
So that you have done a lot of different modeling techniques during this program. What am I talking about? During this assignment, we just need to see that one evidenced on here. That's not news to you.
Yeah,
Right then. So planning and production, you have got enough, I think, if we once we get it all on here to get you looking towards the past then. But really, I need to see you reflecting back on that. And again here, then this realistic evaluation against your aims. When you finish something, tell me, did this take longer than you were expecting or not? It's a very easy reflection to make throughout your production stage. Just try and have a think back, as you need to go and fill it out now anyway.
yeah,
Try and have a think back. What took longer than you were expecting? What was easier than you were expecting? Reflect back on your timeline as you go. Practical skills then. We currently have a very limited range of processes. I need you to be showing at least that adequate range of processes, and these final screenshots are going to allow you to demonstrate that competent execution. This application of techniques, I'd love to see you tell me more about the different techniques you're using. Again, you would in there somewhere. We need to show this sculpting. We need to show this higher detail.
yeah.
Did you do like the high, low poly bake at any point? How did you go about unwrapping and texturing the woods? Or
Um, I just, I just, I got all the wood planks together in one, unwrapped that onto one map, and then just
okay,
textured it. It's like anything else,
right. So
really.
again, we need that process captured in there. So there's whole sections of your work so far are just completely missing then. And problem solving is another area where we have a question mark. It
Yeah,
may be worth you even including a section where you talk about timekeeping. That's obviously been a problem for this project.
yeah,
You've got a very incomplete blog with only 1 week to go.
yeah,
So problem solving, how are you going to approach that this week? Give me like a reviewed timeline. What am I going to do this week? What do I need to do? What's outstanding? And you can use this recording to help you bullet point that out, because I think that
yeah,
we've talked through a number of things you need to do. And I would like to see you expanding your problem solving in a little bit more detail. Let's stop this here and I'll let you get on with working on it.
yeah.
Oh, have you got any questions for me?
No.
Okay.